We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Titans of Oakland taking on the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Looking to throw right away is Watson. And his first look is incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To throw on second is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Titan football. Willis and the Titans come to the line now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Able to find Dowell. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rush, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Dolphins at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. You talk about this Titan defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Now it's Watson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Here we go.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2.
Ready.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
A throw over the middle, taken in. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
39-yard line.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Back to throw, Willis. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Willis looking to throw it. Incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Willis headed left off the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield. And that brings up 4th down.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On second down, a run with Breida. Yeah, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now Bolden on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Get it. Ready.
Now Willis. And incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenges. This series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Another throw second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through. And the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Jalen Phillips, the former first rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
Oh, it's a wobbler here. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, here's Willis. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off of play action, it's Watson. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Watson on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Willis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. 3rd down, it's Willis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And just a 30-yard punt that time.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it. 64.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Rolling to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. A run between the tackles with Breida. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. His kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now an audible here into something else. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Willis will look to throw it. He completes it to Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Willis looks to pass it here. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
But look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the 1st half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
First and 10, Willis. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Not so many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Now Willis to throw. Rush gets home, down he goes. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Willis, gotta have this one. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd and 6. In motion, Hill. And the slot man goes in motion left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Line up.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Watson off play action. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Riggs. Let's go.
Henry up the middle, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
18 rattlers. 70 Rangers.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Willis to throw. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll audible to something else. Back to throw, Willis. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And it's a Titans touchdown. Traylon Burks from 17 yards out. And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
But he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Waddle, the motion man right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, a run from Breida. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. Here's 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. To the air on first down, here's Willis. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm on 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this league. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. A shot downfield for Burks. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9. They throw it out right complete, and he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Watson now to throw. It's Miller, complete. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Hey, 24. Down him, go. Hey, alert. Down him, go.
Now it's Watson. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Solid victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate.